I mean, look, Manscaped, Mark Holmes doesn't have a cannoli. Okay? He doesn't have a cannoli. He's a unit. He had his nuts chopped off, 28 years ago after they fired Jimmy? The Cowboys have been neutered like a cat for the last 28 years.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Rise and Grinds here on a real brisk. It's real brisk. This brisk is good. Real brisk Friday morning. Happy Friday to everybody. Game Time Brian here, heading out to work, listening to little morning radio. They're talking about the Birds. They're predicting a win, a very close win. So, Dallas is on a bye week. We know the shit show that the Cowboys are. This video is going to be more towards the NFC East teams that are playing. Mainly Washington Commanders. Washington Commanders. But anyway, Game Time Brian, otherwise known as Washington Commanders. They're playing the lowly Carolina Panthers. So, they're going to go to 4-2, right? Yes, they're going to go to 4-2. Are they 4? Put in the comments. Dallas is 3-3. They're going to go to 5-2. They're going to go to 5-2. So they're going to be 5-2. They're going to be a whole 2 more wins ahead of Dallas. And I'm not going to make a statement like, yeah, they're going to win. This is an easy game for Washington. This is one of those seasons where the schedule, they got through a gauntlet earlier, but then those gauntlet teams ended up not being very good, But Washington's doing what it's reminding me a lot of what Washington did a few years ago to win the division at 7-9. Not that they didn't deserve to win a division, but they're not. Again, you're playing another hapless team this week, so Washington's going to roll. Washington's going to go to 5-2. Ultimately, this division is going to come down to the divisional games, which leads me to the Eagles versus Giants. Now, I was just listening. I think it's on commercial now.
Brandon, I don't go into the Elliott guarantee category. So,
oh, yeah.
So why do you, though, challenge me? I mean, what's up with that?
Well, I'm sitting in the car with my wife is in her last doctor's appointment before we go in for...
Yeah, whatever. They're basically talking to Eagles, Giants. Elliott Shore-Parks, local guy, local writer, beat writer, was saying, last week was a good win. And the morning host was trying to explain to Elliott that it was a 10-10 tie in the fourth quarter. So Eagle fans expect more out of the Eagles, right? I mean, listen, if Dallas can blow out Cleveland and not get any credit by the Eagle fans on a home opener, why should the Eagles get any credit for eking out a victory at home? That's what the argument is. Woo! I would tell you there's some truth in everything. Week-to-week league. New Orleans lost again last night, people. New Orleans lost again. They haven't won a game since beating Dallas. Oh, well, that's what happens. It is what it is. Week-to-week league. But I believe for the Eagles to do anything special this year, they have to win on Sunday. You can't lose a divisional game, your first divisional game against the Giants. Saquon Barkley coming back. If I was a Giants fan, I would boo the F out of Saquon Barkley. I would boo the shit out of Saquon all day because the way Saquon left was kind of a weaselly move. Just say you don't want to be with the Giants, That's the easiest thing. Be a man about it. Say, I don't want to be with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to Eagles. I want to be back in Pennsylvania. I went to Penn State. I want to be with a better team, which the Eagles are a better team. Theoretically. I thought they were better than a 4-point win against Cleveland at home coming off a bye. But a win's a win, right? I just like how everybody else is allowed to get wins. Nasty wins. ugly wins. It's okay. Dallas does it. They beat nobody. Again, I'm not like that. I give credit to where credit is due. I think Eagles are going to win the game, but I don't have that much confidence as I would say this. I have as much confidence as Eagles winning as Dallas going into New York and winning. And that was a struggle for Dallas. Dallas hasn't been able to do anything offensively all year for whatever reason. We've talked about it in nauseum. Dallas is on a bye week. We'll talk about them enough on Sunday, I'm sure. And tomorrow night with prime time, assuming he's having a show. Eagles-Giants. You have to win the game, Philly. I mean, I'm going to predict. I'm not going to predict the Giants. Giants, defense, offensive line stinks. But Giants have 2 wins. So let's not just... They already have 1 more win than the Eagles and the Cowboys. Giants have 2 wins. They went into Seattle and won. That was an impressive win. We know Seattle's not what they normally were. But you tell me. You are what your record says you are. Dallas is 3-3. Eagles are 3-2. Washington's 4-2, soon to be 5-2. We're all going to be looking up at Washington. Again, long season, week to week. 1 injury changes it. Or 6 in Dallas's. Listen, my Eagle subscribers, you guys know how rough it was. And I was proud of you guys for not all years. There was a lot of years that were complaining, but injury had a reason why you lost to Tampa the way you did, right? You had nobody on offense, and you got blown out. Surprise, surprise, right? So, shit happens. Who's going to lose a guy for an extended period of time at the wrong time of year? Dallas is sitting fine right now at 3-3. They're just a dysfunctional organization that's imploding. So, we'll see how they come out of the bye. I'm telling you, it's going to be a close game against San Fran. If you know anything about football, you know that's what's going to happen. What's down is up. What's up is down. Expect the Detroit Lions to struggle with Minnesota this week. I'm not saying they're going to lose the game, but I expect Minnesota to give them everything they can handle. Ebb and flow, excitement, right? I think ups and downs of an NFL season. That was their Super Bowl, getting revenge on Dallas last year. I think you're going to see Detroit, who's already looked suspect. Dallas couldn't do nothing. But make no mistake, their defensive secondary stinks. Not stinks. It was 27th in the league against the pass. So that's, to me, at the bottom end of the league. Don't blame me. Don't be mad at me because I'm reciting a stat. That was going into the game last week. Obviously, it's going to go up because Dallas didn't score a touchdown. I think Dallas's problems is more Dallas-related than anybody doing anything to Dallas. I think Dallas's problems are from within. Coaching on that. Well, ownership, general manager on down. We've talked about Jerry Jones ad nauseum. It is what it is. But I expect the Eagles. Here's the deal. If Eagles lose on Sunday, then I don't want to. You really can't expect nothing from the Eagles going forward. They're as healthy as they're going to be. I know they lost Dallas Goedert, and I know they lost another offensive lineman. I mean, they could get somebody back, but the way it's going this year, you'll get them back and lose somebody else. To me, it's more important to have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Saquon Barkley, Jalen Hurts. Well, I don't even know Jalen. You got what's his name? Jimmy Flickett. Jimmy Flickett can get hot now. So, again, I think the really important is AJ, Devontae, Saquon, keeping your offensive line healthy. Everything else should fall into place offensively. Defense, it's a work in progress, people. It's a work in progress. You should be able to do well against the New York Giants. Giants lost Thomas for the year. Yet again, their offensive left tackle. Put in the comments, left tackle. I used to play left tackle. So, but this is going to be a tough game for the Eagles. If they think it's not, I think you're fooling yourself. I really do. I don't believe the Giants are going to have Kayvon Thibodeau. So, but I just think it's going to be a tough game. I think that right now, I'm predicting a field goal game. I think Eagles win by a field goal. I do. But again, we'll see. The Malik Neighbors is supposed to come back, so that's good for Malik. Yeah, he's been out since the Dallas game. He took a hard hit. He actually did it. He fell to the ground and his head slammed on that nasty, nasty turf. I just hope that everybody comes out of that game okay. Remember, that was the game that we suffered those bad injuries. Health is wealth in this league. You know, I would tell you that healthy, staying around 500 right now, and then get to Thanksgiving and make your run. That's what you have to do. Dallas, and I'm going to end with this. Dallas is going to have to hold their ground here. They're not going to win them all, but they can't lose them all. They need to win one, lose one. They need to get through this next 4-game stretch no worse than 2-2. I think they can do that. I know a lot of people around here, they're done. Heard that before. This team's got too much talent, too much. We'll see what kind of fight they have. Talent-wise, once we start getting our boys back, we're going to be fine to be able to compete week in and week out. Are we going to the Super Bowl? Not from what I see, obviously. Not many teams I see are Super Bowl bound. I see Minnesota, Detroit, maybe Green Bay gets hot, maybe San Fran. That's it. After seeing Seattle, Arizona's disappointed me. The Rams are out to a 1-4 start. Everybody was flexing how great the Rams were. I know I'm not going to name names, but there was a lot of people in my chat. The Rams. The Rams are 1-4. All right, so please stop. If you're saying Dallas is out, then don't even talk about the Rams. Okay, Dallas has got way more injuries than pretty much anybody else. So those are the 4 teams I have in the NFC to watch out for. AFC, I think it's wide open. I think Buffalo. I think Kansas City. I think Baltimore is always in the mix, but you know what's going to happen. They're going to lose in the playoffs because of the style of quarterback that they have. Sorry. Everybody wants to crap on Dak. He's got 2 playoff wins. He's got MVPs, but my Eagle fans tell me regular season doesn't mean anything. You know, that's what I'm told by a lot of the Eagle fans. They basically say, regular season don't mean anything. It's all about the postseason, meaning Dak Prescott and his stats, because Dak's normally is a regular season beast. But so they tell me that the regular season doesn't mean anything. So Lamar, sorry, it doesn't mean anything. You got to win a Super Bowl, right? Who else in the AFC? Houston? Houston's very flawed. For a 5-1 team, their schedule has been a joke. But they're going to win again. So they're going to go to 6-1. They're going to be in the mix. Ultimately, Houston will fail. Houston will falter. I'd like to see Miami get their act together with their quarterback, but that's another shit show. Everybody said how great Miami was. They lost their quarterback. They still have an unbelievable amount of weapons. They lost their quarterback, yet nobody's melting down in Miami. Why is that? Why is it nobody melting down in Miami? Just ask it a question. Why is that? Because of their coach? Their coach has never won anything substantial. He's a young guy. That's why I think everybody's getting carried away. They caught up in the hype. I had us winning the NFC East by a luck and a prayer off of a damn tiebreaker over the Eagles. It could still happen, but don't hold your breath. You know, this team is what it is. I'm glad, and I had people ask me, well, why are you going to Dallas to spend money? Well, listen, I'm already locked in now. I already bought my plane tickets. But we're 3-3. If we can get there at 4-4, I'm good. Let's go. I want to be there with all the controversy. I want to see the shit show up close and personal. But circling back, Vinny Hagen, I got your orders. I'm waiting on your shirt to come in the mail, Vin. So I already had from medium to 2X. I didn't have any 3X, so I had to order a couple 3Xs. Sorry, bro. So it hasn't come in yet. When it comes in, I'll let you know. I'm going to ship both of the shirts together. I mean, I have Bobby Babinski. He's got a shirt coming. I'm waiting for that. Order has that stuff in it. Sorry. I mean, I have to make the shirts, but my stock was a little low in that particular pattern. That was on me. But it's hopefully I get it today or tomorrow, but I will let you guys know, and you'll get it as soon as possible. But yes, Sunday, Eagles versus Giants is a big game. It is a big game. The Eagles' first test in the division. I think they're going to pass it. I think they got too much talent for the Giants. But I would boo the shit out of Saquon in that candy-ass way he left New York. Come on, bro. Just say you want to leave. Have some stones. He thinks he's not going to get booed. I got news for you. If the Giants fans don't boo you, then you Giants fans are soft as shit. I'll talk to everybody. Lunchtime chat. About 2:30, 3 o'clock, live from the mail truck. 8.